Damas y caballeros, welcome to En Mis Tiempos. I'm your fact checker of the evening, Leslie, and an intro really is just that easy. I'm here with your host, Adrian, Adriana, and Alfredo, and your guest for the evening, David. How's it going, guys?
Hello,
George is fired.
Well done.
Wow. That was awesome.
How do we put up with that crap every week? First
I don't know what
small
it is.
victory of the night.
He is getting better. I'll give him that.
I will
After
say
2
that
years.
too. Yeah, after 2 years, his intros are better.
You guys say so. We'll go with it, I guess.
I mean, there's been a time here or there where he doesn't laugh,
And you guys laugh.
or we can understand it.
Maybe that's his signature. The laugh.
The laugh, the unnecessary laugh at things that
I'm
aren't
sure
necessarily funny.
there's people that tune in and are like, let's see what fucking intro he comes up with this time.
What is George going to say?
I mean, if I was a
today?
listener, I would be interested in the intro.
Yeah.
So, David, welcome back.
Thank you.
Have you
Good to be
organized
back.
your thoughts?
I'm somehow.
By the way, I
a
like
little
your
nervous.
fashion.
Yeah, man.
You're
Likewise.
very well dressed.
Hello,
today.
You have good
Twinkies.
taste.
Maybe he should have sat here.
This is good. We look like we wear a uniform. When we record. It's cool.
We should. We should
You
have
two look
matching
wearing, you're
shirts.
wearing the same shirt too, so it's kind of cool.
Huh?
Oh, well, never mind.
We had to invite a tall guy since we got so much shit last week. All the short guys. We're like, all right, yeah.
I will say that there were few listeners that reached out and said, I agree.
I don't think anybody at this table disagrees with your
Yeah,
assessment.
no, we don't
Just
disagree.
It's just that y'all deny it all the time.
I don't
Not-
deny
not
it.
you.
I don't
Other
deny.
women do.
Tell them to comment.
That's,
I've already said
Tell them,
that.
don't tell me.
Comment.
What you just said on that text.
Put it on social media. Put it
Please.
on everywhere. We talk back.
We post on TikTok, Instagram, sometimes Facebook, and YouTube. Comment on all four of them. The same fucking comment. I don't care.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just make
Here's
interactions.
a nice surprise
Talk shit.
for the one who does it the most.
That's my favorite when they talk shit.
Absolutely.
Like,
I mean, you're behind a keyboard. It's fine. We're not going to judge you. Just talk shit. Go
I'll
ahead.
judge you. It's still fun. You're judging me, so it's cool.
all right, bet.
Go back and forth. I don't care. Do it.
Somebody didn't somebody call you up last week? But who's the one that said something about? Oh man, I forgot what it was. It was on.
They said something about marriage. Right, that one, it was like a big old paragraph.
It was a big old paragraph, but I don't think it was about marriage, was it?
It actually came up on my.
Don't remember.
Yeah, my headphones just left again.
Man, that marriage bit was
Dusty, are you moving stuff over there?
very specific.
No,
it just
I
felt
didn't touch
like
anything.
Targeted?
it was
I'm sorry. What
poking
made
at
you
my
feel that
case.
way?
You know?
Okay, I have the
You feel
comment.
like-
Do you want me to read it?
You feel like she was
Yeah.
talking to you?
Okay, so do you want me to read their
Comment? Yeah.
their name, their username?
Yeah, it was Mr. Nightfox42 on YouTube.
Oh, okay. No, I have
No, she's
Jesse
looking at.
Jesse the Body 32.
Wasn't he defending you?
Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Fighting is what comes with being in a relationship. This is just my opinion, but fighting means that flame of the relationship is still burning and passion is still there. Once the fighting is no longer there and they just don't care to argue don't even bother them, it's time to worry about the relationship. Again, this is just my opinion.
Oh,
That
what
sounds very toxic.
Well, I mean, if
Let's fight. Damn it. You don't love me
Yeah,
no
we
more.
need to keep fighting.
love me.
I guess I don't know which of the post this one came from, but somebody was talking about. I think you brought something about cancel culture up last week.
Oh yeah, last week I had said where I feel like you
Oh
just
yeah.
And Mr. Nightfox said, "So what is your plan for change? Don't just talk about it, do something." But you won't. You'll hop up here for the next episode with whatever topic. That's the problem with this narcissistic shit.
Damn.
Willing to
Oh
talk
my
about
God.
everything, but then do nothing. And then somebody else said, "What are you talking about? What is she supposed to do?" I would argue that discussing an issue is the first step towards getting things changed.
Perdón,
So, people we don't even know are
attack.
fighting with each other.
Wow.
Who-
Good
I
job,
don't
guys.
remember. I don't know what the fuck the comment was. He
haters.
said something about cancel culture, and somebody got upset about it. So
What did I say? I think I said that's
So
the
one of the
sad
clips,
part
right?
is that if people don't agree, you're canceled.
yeah, Well, just better.
That's why I'm like, well,
Just cancel that motherfucker. Just block his comment. We only have 2
You're
comments. We're gonna block one of them.
you're canceled, sir.
I think you said that it doesn't really work. Like it's not a thing.
That's Luis. You keep saying that cancel culture is not a thing.
Right. And
Yeah.
that's when I had said, yeah, it is. Because people are literally.
They just talk about it, but nothing ever happens. That's his point. Like Bud Light's still in business. Dave Chappelle's still doing
Okay.
shows. Kanye's
I thought you
still
were
selling
saying.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
people can say
canceled-
that. You cancel whatever.
He
but
canceled what Twitter for like an hour or
an
two?
hour, yeah. He cancels
last
things
night.
all the time.
Did y'all listen to that? Did y'all listen to the interview
No.
with Elon Musk?
I tried, but
A
the
li- a
site
little
was
bit.
down, so I couldn't.
Did it go down at 8 o'clock?
Yeah, right when it
Wasn't
started, it wasn't working.
Because it got.
Because
What was
it was
his-
the biggest thing ever happened on Twitter. Biggest thing ever
He broke all the records.
in the history of Twitter,
Oh, God.
the history of the internet. There's never
played
been a
it.
thing that's bigger than that interview.
Yeah.
People are saying that
Congratulations.
it's best thing that's ever happened on Twitter.
They played it on YouTube afterwards.
But
Like,
it's
they
not
did
called
on a
Twitter
loop.
anymore. It's called X.
On the loop?
Whatever. It's Twitter.
Didn't
So on a loop,
he
and I listened to it
block
on that
Trump?
loop.
You
Sorry.
did block Trump for a little bit, right?
Yeah,
No,
like he
but it-
took away his account or something.
That was before.
No,
he,
that was
Oh,
before he bought it.
That's right. He reinstated him when he bought it.
And
when it
people
was
forget-
Twitter.
People forget that he hasn't always owned it.
Yeah.
Before, when it was Twitter, he was blocked for a week, no?
Nah, it
Longer
was way
than that.
longer
Oh,
than
I thought it was a week.
that. Months.
Yeah.
So none of you guys listened to it?
Fuck no.
I listened to some of it. Sounded like Donald Duck. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear
No?
that. Like I say, it was on a loop, and I listened for a few minutes, but it just more than an interview, it felt like a publicity
Stunt.
prop. Yeah,
That's what it was. I mean-
very one-sided and stuff. Like whatever, man.
Was it an actual interview? Like he was asking questions and Trump was answering, or was he just letting him do
No,
whatever?
no.
He was just talking.
Yeah, he was just saying, "Oh my God, you represent America," and Trump was saying, "Oh, I thought you were going to be a really far left person, so I'm so proud of you. Thank you."
God.
And it was just,
So
it was
it was
kind of
like-
nauseating the whole thing, man.
It was kind of a. Call it, man. I need to get more drugs so my words come to me.
They don't escape you.
Yeah.
So from somebody who doesn't really listen to politics like me, I'm pretty ignorant on politics one way or another. That one just was too
Well, so are
too
politicians,
far
so
right.
it's-
Too far right.
It's all good.
That's kind of what politics are right now. It's either too far right or too far left. It's just way out there right now.
Yeah.
All right, our 2 minutes of politics.
For me.
Can't we all just get along?
But yeah, I need to listen to because a lot of it does sound. He does sound like Donald Duck.
Like, what do you
'Cause
mean?
he had a,
Like,
he had a,
actually
he had a
sounds-
lisp, or like
Trump?
or like yeah, like he had like
It's just,
his words and his dentures or whatever the fuck.
I was just
don't
gonna
know.
say his dentures, like when somebody has dentures, like it kind of.
No, but it was really bad. Like everybody was like, "What the fuck?" Like all his words were like,
It's like a side effect of
Like-
getting shot in the ear.
So maybe it was somebody impersonating him.
Dun
Well,
dun dun.
some people
Conspiracy
were-
theory has been thrown
Yeah,
out.
some people were saying, "Well, it's been whatever changed," but then there's video of him talking, so it's like can't. I mean, he still can, but
Did he have a pillow? So
Did he have a band-aid on his ear?
no.
Did he get rid of that
Took
already?
that off. There's no scar
That's. We're done
Well,
with
did you
that.
hear
We're,
why?
we're done with that.
because he.
He wants
He's
to.
a fast healer. He
Oh,
said.
okay.
Oh God, he's the fastest
One of
healer.
The fastest healers.
The best
If you were to
healer.
ask his doctor, he's one of the fastest
His,
healers he's ever
I've
seen.
asked my doctor. He told me I was the best healer.
He really did say he's a fast healer. They
Fastest.
asked him about it because he wasn't wearing the thing.
Yeah.
He's like, no, there's no scar. I'm a fast healer.
What the fuck? Okay.
sure.
All right.
Chingo. You can't make
So the
this
Olympics
shit
are
up.
done. Did y'all watch the?
I did not watch the closing ceremony. I didn't want to be offended, so I just thought
I didn't watch the
myself away.
opening or the closing. I'm there for the games.
Yeah, me too. I don't really give a shit about the ceremonies. You know, but I do like watching the soccer opening ceremony because you just have people singing and then they
Yeah.
play a game. That's it.
Yeah.
This one's like, eh. And then Paris, I was trying to watch it, and it started with that swimmer, the French swimmer that won all the things. He walked like a mile, and it was just the camera following him. I'm like, what the fuck? This is stupid. And they did the same thing for the opening ceremony. Like when they took the torch from the the stadium and they got on that boat.
Yeah.
We were on that boat for
it
like
was
20
fucking
minutes and
boat.
just following the
Going
boat for
slow
20
as
minutes.
fuck.
I'm like, what? What is this?
So they're over, which I think.
I thought they were good. I enjoy watching the Olympics, the World Cup, like everything that happens every 4 years. I really enjoy watching it. I don't know why.
The
Maybe it's
Olympics
because-
happens every 4 years.
Yeah.
Leslie, why you're laughing?
Sorry.
Shut up, Leslie. I told you guys I don't watch it much.
So yeah, LA 2028.
Kobe has something to do with that.
I know.
Kobe has something to do with that.
With getting the games?
No, his wife, Vanessa, she was,
You don't watch the Olympics, but you know Kobe's wife's name.
yeah.
Okay.
She
It's a
knows,
random
she knows how
facts
we
that I
land-
know.
She knows how we landed the 2020 Olympics, but
He has something to do. I don't know what part. I don't know the specifics, but she came out and said that had been planned for it being in LA. That has been planned for
Well, yeah, it didn't
really
just
long
happen.
time, right? And they reached out to Kobe when he was still with us, and so he has something to do with that.
That's cool.
you think Kobe would have been
He allowed it.
Snoop Dogg?
Leslie, the mouse is on our screen. Yeah, there you go.
I'm
think
struggling.
You think Snoop Dogg came in for Kobe?
Nah, he was at the Olympics last time. He
Who,
just likes
Snoop
going to
Dogg?
the Olympics. Yeah.
Snoop
Oh,
is
I
my
didn't
new
know that.
favorite.
You
I
don't
didn't know
remember?
that.
Him
Snoop?
and Kevin Hart had a show
No.
Yes,
where they would watch
It was
clips. And yeah, they
hilarious.
were commentating on the stuff that was going on.
and you could see Snoop's feet. That was the best part. You could see Snoop's feet, and then you couldn't see Kevin's.
So,
it was great.
so Kevin still did that this year, but he did it with somebody else.
Oh, yeah? No,
wasn't
Snoop
as
was just
good.
there. It
On
was,
Peacock.
It's funnier.
They commentate on whatever they're watching.
You didn't see the one where he was talking about the horse doing the crip walk? So the horse is doing the dancing thing.
Yeah.
Like, I was doing the crip walk.
How is that is that a contest?
Yeah, Snoop is my new favorite because
he's cool.
Shaq is up there and Snoop is.
Shaq is boring.
No, he's not.
He's not boring. He's kind of funny sometimes. I'll give you that.
I like Shaq.
Chuck is better.
Chuck just says some shit.
Chuck.
Did he quit?
Last name?
Barkley? Chuck was
No,
Charles
that's
Barkley.
Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charles Barkley. Chuck.
He went to another
Say
network.
We-
right?
Charles,
we know each other.
guys.
Um,
First
Yeah,
name
he's
basis.
I don't
Chuck to
know.
his friends. Sorry.
Perdóname. Stupid me.
I don't know if he left.
Yeah,
I mean, I know their
He's
contract's
funny.
over, but to me, a lot of it. I don't know. I know we're here in the U.S., but man, it feels so like I don't know, like propaganda. Like everything was just like so USA-ish,
Well, that's all
which
they
I
show
know
you.
we're here, but
Yeah, if you were in France, you wouldn't
just
see any of
kinda-
that shit. Or if you were in like Australia, you'd be watching all the Australian shit.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I noticed it a lot. It just felt like too much.
The U.S. was
Too much.
shoving it down your throat.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, I mean,
I kept trying to
it's a
watch
the
competition.
U.S.
I kept trying
Shoving
to
it
watch
down your
reality.
throat.
television
Yeah.
broadcasting to U.S. markets. Like, what are they supposed to do?
Yeah, no, I mean it is propaganda.
Be
I mean,
neutral.
it is just like
Right.
anywhere else. You just don't call it that here, but it just I don't know.
It's not propaganda. They're showing you what you want to
it's
watch.
It's a sports event. I mean,
What you wanna
they
watch.
have to-
If you're an American, you want to watch the Americans perform at the Olympics. If you
Well,
were in
yeah,
China,
yeah,
they'd be
yeah,
showing
no.
you all the Chinese people.
What they
perform.
want you to watch.
What
No,
you want to watch.
no, I'm saying propaganda is they're showing
Yeah,
you.
yeah. That's propaganda. This
Yeah.
isn't propaganda. This is literally people don't give people, especially people here, don't give
give a
two
shit.
shits about athletes anywhere else.
I know. I'm
That's
just
valid.
there was races that I wanted to rewatch and stuff, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So
They are hard to find. They're there.
I was like,
you
what
gotta
the
look,
fuck?
because they put them all like on one clip, and you got to like go through the clip, and it's
Yeah.
a pain in the ass.
So did you guys?
Peacock could have done better with that.
Yeah, Peacock
should-
was real bad about this.
We should
Like,
write them a letter or something.
let's tag them.
Cancel Peacock.
Cancel Peacock.
Just not my membership, please.
Louise, lead the charge.
How'd you guys feel about the breakdancing?
Best
Man,
part.
Eddie.
It just sounds like they want to.
Well, you know it's canceled now. Well,
They
Yeah,
want
it's
to
not
get more
coming back.
attention.
it's not coming
so-
back because
Because it sucks. It should have never been in the Olympics. I'm sorry. Breakdancing is a hobby, not a sport. There, I said it.
I want to know how the.
I mean,
I
what
need
about
more
the horses
information.
dancing?
What?
The horses.
I don't think
What do you mean?
horses should be a part of the Olympics.
Okay.
It's just, like,
Well, they
should
have
be-
to jump. They have to make
No,
jumps.
the
yeah, but it's
dancing
supposed
ones.
to be like
Or is-
humans doing things.
That's true.
Animals have
Like
their own
horses
Olympics.
should have their own Olympics. Like go do the horse thing over there.
Just like dogs do their dog things in the pedigree thingy.
Right. Yeah. They have their own thing.
That's
over
true. Like, yeah.
here. Oh, I'm really good at training horses.
The
No,
animals
horses
have
do
this-
all the fucking
Well,
work.
give the award to the trainer.
The
Shit.
animals have the state fair.
Not the people riding.
Well, yeah, that's
Well,
true too. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
The animals have the state fair.
Yeah, you go pet them sometimes. You can show your pig. You can show your
Who has
goat,
the biggest
whatever.
one?
But aren't
Wait.
aren't the prices?
The biggest animal.
Whoa. You got to finish that whole sentence.
All right, there's
So
this week's episode
inappropriate.
name.
Who has the biggest one? You're welcome.
Yeah.
I
that
guess I
one's-
didn't understand what you guys are saying. So the horses, the guy or the person or whoever the award recipient is either the rider or the trainer or what do you?
I guess I don't know. They give.
I guess
they
it's
give
the
it to
rider.
the
right?
rider. They
They're
have to give
jumping
it to the rider.
Yeah, they're jumping
I would assume they give it to the
obstacles,
rider.
and the person that doesn't knock any bars or does the best time or however that works, right? But the person gets the
right.
prize.
The horse gets. Hey,
Yeah,
it's bullshit.
Oh no, the
No,
horse
it's hay.
gets its awards, right?
No, it's not the Kentucky Derby where the horse gets a wreath. Of, whatever.
Maybe,
That's all they get because the other guys get everything else. But. Leslie, what are we doing here? you're fired. You're fired too.
Background music.
Yeah.
We're having background music. I like it. I think I
But
like it.
you've seen the dancing one, right?
I saw some clips. I didn't see
Where
them.
they put like, techno music in the back and they're just.
Yeah.
So is that like a single competition or is it like they do that and then they jump and then it's all together?
I don't watch.
You don't
I don't
know?
watch
Okay.
his question stuff.
You know
Wait,
what?
so why is that, Joe? You said that's just a hobby. Why is that not a sport? Elaborate on that.
Breakdancing?
Yeah.
Because how do you judge it? It's subjective.
Well, same thing with gymnastics, right? You have a
I guess. Yeah, it's a
Because
valid
there's
point.
levels of difficulty.
yeah.
and
There's
just like
it takes a lot of practice. It takes physical capability, and it takes.
I mean, half of those guys doing the
No, I'm not
the horse
I'm,
thing.
I'm just being devil's
are
advocate. It's not
breakdancers.
that I want breakdancing back, but it's just
Wait, what'd you say?
half of the guys that do the what is it? The horse?
The equestrian stuff? Huh? Equestrian?
No, the
Oh, the pommel horse.
yeah, the pommel
Yeah.
horse.
Yeah, they
Well,
can break dance.
They're all doing windmills and stuff.
The horse.
Yeah, I
break
guess.
dance better.
I don't know. I just
it's not easy. No,
I didn't say it was easy. They're definitely especially the guys that are really good at it. Not just anybody can do it.
Yeah, not the
anybody
girls.
can do what the Australian girl did. But actually, not even that. I can't do half the shit she did. I can't. My legs don't bend like that. But whatever.
I have my questions are where I've never heard of, and maybe because I obviously I'm not a break dancer,
Because you're not from the hood.
right? But the people that were there were not from the hood. They were not like. Where did
The
you get
competitors?
these? Yes, like where
Oh,
did
you don't know that.
Where do people?
They have there's
Well,
competitions.
Yeah, there's a rebel
Yeah.
competitions that happen every year. That's been happening for years.
for years, yeah, decades. And these people are they're actually from the hood. They just have crews and they dance against each other, and then they have competitions, and that's how they get good at it.
Like the rebel competition is like the main league, and it's like worldwide.
Huh?
It's Mr. Worldwide.
Learn something new.
But that Australian lady, I don't know where she's definitely not from the hood.
She has a PhD in breakdancing.
Right.
He actually is a professor.
She's a she's a
She can have a
38-year-old
PhD.
professor.
I don't doubt that she has a
38-year-old?
PhD.
Yeah,
doing breakdancing.
yeah. She picked it up 10 years ago.
Damn.
Because she's,
What have I
what's
done
her-
with
what's
my
her-
life?
her, she does have a PhD in something, and it's like
In
Let me
breakdancing.
see.
something
Play
to do
hater
with- I'm not gonna
degree.
hate on the PhD, but it's
Play a
something,
hater degree.
Player hater degree. But anyway, she can't be the best in Australia.
This was
I
her.
refuse to believe that.
This was her response to the hater. She said, "I was."
All of my
Yeah,
Let's go.
she said, "I was never going to beat these girls on what they do best and their power moves. What I bring is creativity. All of my moves are original. Creativity is really important to me."
Goddamn right, nobody did the kangaroo like she
She
did.
said,
the bunny hop.
I go out there and I show my artistry. That's what it is about.
Can you search like I don't know Australian breakdancers? Let's see if there's-
So I don't know if this
As a whole,
I don't know if this is real information, but I saw an article out there that said that there was actually going to be an investigation on the Australian breakdancing thing because there was something sketchy about how she even got there.
That's what I'm saying. There's no, because they had a competition. She wasn't the only one that tried out. There's no fucking way she beat out every Australian breakdancer.
They did say that they were going to do it, that there's an actual investigation pending because they want to know how she even got to where she got. Like, she went to the Olympics.
Like, there's
So
been
who
times,
was her
do you remember,
competition?
y'all remember, was it the last Olympics or the ones before that where I think it was Somalia? Not Somalia. One of those African countries. Sounds bad.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
We were just kidding.
One of those
kidding.
African countries that's not known for their fast runners sent somebody to run the 100-meter dash.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, I could have beat her. Like, legit, I could have beat her.
Well, I think there's a program, no, where they have
The
some
president
kind of a-
sent her his niece. Without training, nothing. He just sent his niece.
oh shit!
Like, we know how she got there.
It's a you know somebody.
Yeah. And that was the one swimmer that almost fucking drowned.
yeah,
few years
Musambani.
ago.
Yeah,
I remember
He
that.
was the only one that
Musambani.
tried out.
That's
So
right.
he won.
I think
That's how he ended up.
and then he got a gold medal.
in the
Musambani
slower.
got because the other two competitors, which were top notch, jumped.
Oh, he won the
gun
heat. He didn't win the gold medal.
before,
Yeah.
and
He won
then,
a
so
heat.
all he had to do
Was not die.
not drown.
Not
He
die.
almost drowned.
He
But he
didn't win
made
a
it.
gold medal though.
You see, and now I understand why they have lifeguards there.
What?
Okay, maybe Lacey can fact check that.
Now
Sorry.
I understand why they have lifeguards there. Have you ever seen that meme of if you think your job is pointless, imagine being a lifeguard at the Olympics?
Well, that guy had a job that
Dun dun. That's there's somebody that's yeah.
And also, like, it's so easy. Like, I feel like it's too easy for people to just go play for other countries or
Well, that
compete.
too. Well,
So
it's not
why
easy,
would
but
yeah.
why wouldn't anybody go be like, I have a good shot at us?
Well, they have to be
dancing
Australian.
for Australia.
They have to be Australian.
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of
They have to have. Didn't we talk about this last
Yeah,
week?
I thought you had to. I always thought that you had to be from the country or have some
You have to
origin,
have
like
ties
you
to
have
the country.
yes, have
Like
something
your
to do
parents
with
have to be
it.
from the
Oh,
country or
okay.
something.
well,
Yes.
that
Yeah,
Mexican chick I told you
Naturalized.
from Netherlands. She just married a.
Huh?
She
Yeah, we
the
discussed
Mexican
this.
chick
Yeah.
The
and
archery?
married. Yeah, they married a Mexican guy, and now she lives in the Netherlands and she resides there.
She married a guy
Yeah.
from there.
Holland,
Dutch.
yeah, Dutch guy.
Dutch.
Dutch. And
Yeah,
that's
I
how
don't-
she was able to play for that
Yeah.
country. But I always thought that it was like your bloodline.
That's
I know
what
that
I thought
sounds
too.
bad.
I think I read that like last week because I looked it up 2
Yeah,
weeks ago.
and then I saw. I don't know what she did, but
Maybe marriage.
track.
I don't know.
She's in track. She 4 years ago she was with Cameroon, I think, and now she was with the U.S. I think she
Yeah.
was throwing the ball or that
The shot
shit,
put.
whatever. I don't know, one of those things, the disc.
Yeah, that was a reason for that one too. I think she had like a disagreement with the Cameroon 8 whatever.
I just feel like it's way too easy, or like you say, it's probably not easy, but easy enough. Even what's his name, Embiid. He's like, since it's gonna be in LA, and next time I'm gonna play for Cameroon. He just said that.
What the hell
Cameroon,
does
or
LA
where
have?
though? I don't know. I guess I don't know why he said that.
It should be
Well, he's probably
interesting
gonna
with
be
it
too
being
old
in
to-
LA.
Thankfully, he won't make it anymore. There'll be better guys.
I think it's going to be interesting it being here.
Why? It's been here before.
It has. Yes, it
84,
has.
96. Was it 96?
Okay, then it's valid that I don't
Yeah.
remember.
92, 96. Yeah, 96.
Really?
84 was LA. 96 was Atlanta.
So it's been in LA before and just
Yeah.
doing it again.
Where were they?
We're
When was
doing
the
it
last
again.
time the Olympics were in LA? Maybe I just made that up.
Or in the U.S.
Well, 96 was Atlanta. I know that. Or
96?
92 or 96. One of the two. It was in the 90s.
Does it have any correlation with the World Cup?
84.
1984.
84 LA, 96 Atlanta.
I guess not.
I was not yet conceived.
Where was it in 1988?
Me neither.
Not Korea. Korea was before LA.
1988. Where was it?
Just type Olympic
Mexico.
things by a year. No, they haven't had one in forever.
Mexico was 68.
What is
Yeah.
this? Seoul.
It was Seoul? I thought it was before LA.
Okay.
It's in South Korea.
No, I was just trying to see if it had any correlation with World Cup. Because in 94, the World Cup was here. And then 96,
Oh, okay.
the Olympics. And then again.
Usually, it's not usually, but it does at some. Well, no, because the Olympics are just in one city.
Yeah. I
So
was,
maybe wouldn't.
maybe because it's ready.
But some, like I was gonna say, some of the smaller countries that build up stadiums for one or the other, they're ready for the next event. But
Yeah.
in a country like this, it wouldn't really matter because LA is like nothing compared to the rest of the country. Anywho,
What was the biggest surprise for y'all? Like sports or that you were like, the fuck? They play that
Simone not winning the fucking.
all around? Or the
She won the all
floor?
around,
The
but not
floor?
winning the floor, and she didn't win
Shakari
Shakari.
not winning.
Shakari not winning. Lyle's not winning the 200. Like that's his event. Again, we're talking about Americans because that's all we know, right? So
I was surprised to see Qatar play beach volleyball. They were
I don't know
fucking
what-
badass.
it didn't suck.
They didn't get bronze. They lost, but still,
They were there.
Last 4 years ago, they got bronze, I think.
That's cool.
But they
They
were
have beaches?
fucking good. That's what I was saying. I'm
They
like,
have a lot
God
of
dang.
sand.
They
For sure.
took out the Americans. They whooped their ass. They didn't just like beat them.
Tall.
So I was surprised to see that.
What else?
That was it.
What do you think about Jordan Childs and them overturning her bronze medal?
This
Okay,
horse shit.
hold on. Rewind. Go back. Go
Thought that was
back
cool.
down.
Oh,
What was this? What was such a controversy over that picture? Is there a way that?
So let me run you through the whole thing.
Were you
Oh,
watching
there's a
Fox
whole thing.
News or
Because there's a
ABC?
whole thing that
No,
led up
I
to
just
that.
know that there was
Yeah.
controversial. It was
Yes,
controversial
over that picture. It's
Over
only
that.
controversial to some people.
because they were giving her props, and I thought it was. I
That
mean,
was cool shit.
yeah, whether she's from the U.S. or not, like it was more of
to women supporting women.
right. So I didn't see I don't see where to get offended, but that's why I was asking. Maybe I don't know the whole story.
Well, nobody was offended by it. So let me run you through
No,
the whole
it-
thing to
people
address
were offended.
both questions.
Let's ask the
I'm your
Gymnastics.
gymnastics.
Yes,
source
yes, sir.
here.
Yes.
So this was the final for the floor exercise,
Okay.
which Simone was supposed to win, but what's her name? Rebecca Andrade from Brazil. Was like she's a fucking badass. I actually expected her to give her a run for her money, and she did every step of the way in the all around and every event they competed together. She's like once Simone leaves, she's probably gonna be there for another 4 or 8 years. But anyway, she won because Simone fucked up a couple times on the floor exercise.
Okay.
So she got silver. So those two were going to be 1 and 2 regardless. All they had to do was not fucking die during their thing, right?
Okay.
But then there was the Romanians. There was 2 Romanian chicks that were really fucking good. Like, really good. I thought they were going to take the bronze. I thought they might edge her out for the silver, but they didn't get that close. Then Jordan Childs went last, right? So the Romanians tied. Their score was the same. One of them was going to take the bronze based on a tiebreaker, which I don't remember what the tiebreaker, or I think it was a level of difficulty score or something like that. But one of them was third, the other one was fourth. Jordan Childs went last. She went last, and her score went up, and it wasn't good enough for third. So she was going to be, I think, fifth.
Okay.
But then she challenged. Okay, before that happened, and nobody talks about this. I don't know why. The Romanian chick that was in fourth had challenged, or it's called an inquiry. Like she made an inquiry about her score
Yeah.
or whatever.
Okay, I heard
and
about
they
that.
declined that one.
Uh-huh.
So then Jordan Childs did the same thing after her thing because they said that one of her moves or whatever had a higher level of difficulty than they gave her credit for. So they reviewed it, they agreed, so they changed the scores while the other girls were already celebrating. Like the third place girl was already celebrating. The scores changed and Jordan Childs got third.
Okay.
So that's the initial controversy. Like, right, that shouldn't happen, blah, blah, blah. All the Romanians were pissed. They're boycotting the closing ceremony. And then they go to the podium and they do that thing because they're just cool and it's women supporting women. And I don't know, there was only a few people that came out and they were upset because they were what did you say they were? Offended.
They were offended
Because it was the U.S. bowing down to
Yes,
Brazil, not
yes.
because it was
they said that it was a sign of disrespect for you,
for
like
the
for
U.S.,
a
which is
U.S.
stupid.
for
So the same
U.S. to
people
do it,
that
and I'm
fucking
like,
complain about you boycotting the flag or
It's-
the national anthem or whatever. Who gives a shit? They're stupid. That's why they were offended. Because it
you're
was two
calling people
U.S.
stupid again,
Because
Joe.
it was two U.S. women bowing down to a Brazilian girl. And then there were other people that were offended because they think that they gave Childs the gold because they wanted an all-black podium, which has never happened in Olympic gymnastics. So all three girls were black. So all the white people that are racist were offended by that.
I
and
didn't.
then-
I didn't even think that
Yeah, I
that
didn't
was
even think
even the.
about that.
That was like one of the biggest things. Like, oh, they got their all-black podium, blah, blah, blah. People
Why
bitching
is
about
that a
that.
focal point? Like, why? I didn't even notice.
then-
All right, like
So then the Romanian chick filed a, what do you call it, an appeal with one of the committees that, like, whatever, oversees all this shit. And they looked at the thing and they decided that Jordan Childs had called for that inquiry. They have 1 minute to do it. So usually they have until the next gymnast starts their routine to file or to whatever.
yes, I read
But since
something
she
about
went
that.
last, she only gets 1 minute.
Yes.
So they, when she filed for that complaint or whatever, they decided that it had been a minute and 4 seconds.
I thought it
since
was
she
49
finished-
seconds or 49.
It was a minute and 4 seconds. So she was 4 minutes over the limit. So they overturned the decision. She had to give back the silver medal or the bronze medal, and they gave it to the other chick. But then, a couple of days later,
So
her team got a hold of the video from the actual event where they showed that it was actually only 49 seconds from the time she
Okay.
finished until the time she submitted for the inquiry. But then the committee that decided
So
on this
complicated.
said,
Holy shit.
basically said, yeah, you're right, but our rules don't allow us to overturn our decision. So, fuck
After the.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's the whole thing in a nutshell.
Do you know all this, David?
It's so
I don't know
complicated.
any of that.
It's so complicated.
It is.
That's
It's
a
so
lot.
fun
So
to
much
watch.
drama.
A lot of drama.
That's wild.
But
That's
I did feel
wild,
bad,
bro.
like when it happened, watching it live. I felt bad for the Romanian chick because I thought she did better than Childs. Like it was really good.
I mean, we say it's a lot.
Was
of
the
drama,
Romanian
but
chick the one that was on the thing crying?
Yes.
Okay, because
Because
she
she
was like,
was-
I didn't get.
Well, no, because she was. Imagine you're like you think you won an Olympic bronze and you're out there
And
fucking
then they take
celebrating
it
with
away
the
from
flag,
you.
and then they
No,
just take it
you're-
away.
that's-
well, not only that, like you have a whole country behind you.
Yeah.
Like it may not be as important to us, but
Yeah.
if we have one person or maybe just a few athletes in that competition, and
Yeah.
one of them gets a medal, and all this BS happens, and,
Yeah.
Yeah, you get
no
pissed.
medal
You're
for
like,
you. Like, man,
what the fuck?
Bitch,
One
give
of
me
the
my
things-
medal.
that's why the
That's
drama is
what-
big. It's a whole country.
Before the U.S. and Russia and China took over, Romania was like a gymnastics powerhouse. Like 70s, 80s, 60s, they would win all the shit. Like this was their thing. So gymnastics is really important to them. And like for that to happen was even
I think I knew that. I don't know why I knew that. I think I knew
It's crazy.
Outrage. No era penal.
that. Okay.
pretty much exactly.
I mean, you
That's
know,
exactly what it is.
nobody gives a crap about that except Mexicans, and they were like, for decades, no era penal. You know,
Well,
exactly
you
10
mean
years
hold
later.
on? Hold on. Who are Cowboy fans here?
What?
Who are Cowboy fans?
What?
Just me.
Okay, it's the whole. Was it a catch or was it not?
Yeah,
a
exactly.
catch?
Yes.
That's not funny. It was a catch. Everybody knows it.
Yeah. Well, how's that going?
Discarded.
Sorry, guys. Football season has officially started.
Yeah. Some
Preseason.
Preseason.
I don't know
sort of
anything
on the
about
boards.
nothing. I don't know who's on the team.
Does you have a draft coming up?
Yeah.
So do you.
Yeah, but I feel like last year I did better when I just showed up and I was like,
What
fuck
you
it.
do, man? Swing it. I like that dude's name. Play to draft like a girl. What color is his uniform?
Oh, that's cute.
What do you mean, Joe?
No, exactly what that means.
What do you mean, Joe?
Which one has a better butt? Okay, I'll take that one.
That's exactly how we pick.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
What
I had
else?
enough of sports.
That's enough of sport. There's nothing else going on right now anyway, so. Right? I don't know. See, I mean, soccer season's starting up, and it's too early to talk about it. No more House of the Dragon, unfortunately.
I know.
did
What
start
do we do
reading,
with our life?
listening to Game of Thrones, and it's fucking ridiculous how faithful, like, at least the first 2 episodes are to the book. Like
After that, it just
yeah,
goes-
I don't know. I'm not that far into it, but like I'm reading it and I'm like picturing the story because I've seen it on screen. It's pretty cool. That's the most
Man,
accurate I've ever seen.
I might read it too. Just give me the books after.
Give me
Just
the
log
book
into
when
my
you're
Amazon
done.
account.
Oh, you're listening to them?
Both. You can download the Audible and the Kindle.
Oh. I've already watched them too many times. I'm like, yeah, I guess
I kind of want to rewatch Game of
Reading.
Thrones. I know that sounds weird.
you have to.
If you've only watched it once, you haven't watched it.
Yeah, you'll catch.
But I did.
How many
You'll catch
seasons
so
is it?
many, so much
20.
stuff.
8 seasons.
20.
You'll catch a lot of stuff that you're like,
That's a big
oh,
investment.
It is.
okay, that makes
You
sense.
have time, you know.
Who
It's
has
over.
ti-
Like it's not.
It's a
No, I mean
huge
it could take
time.
you 8 years to watch it. Who
Oh.
cares? It's
Wait,
not like you got to watch it before the next season starts. There ain't no next season.
that's
coming.
true.
I think that's the tough part is there's so many seasons, and if you start and you like it, so much to watch.
It's time to take a month off work and just fucking binge, man.
I've been watching documentaries. I watched one about what do you call it? Native Indians, the Lakotas.
Ooh,
Lakotas.
good.
That's pretty good. Learned a lot. I feel like I don't know enough about that.
Yeah, that's
Nobody
actually
does.
pretty interesting. When you guys had Dan here a few episodes ago,
Yeah.
and I felt like it was very educating for me because of the things that he was saying about.
Yeah.
I had no idea how their life is, and so yeah, that's kind of a deep rabbit hole. I started listening to a few things. One of the podcasts about, I think it was not Geronimo, but Quana. I think Ruben recommended that, and you start feeling all these. You start feeling somewhat ashamed that the U.S. just pushed them out, but then you somewhat angry that, like, just that's how it is, right? Culture's just. The better army takes over, the better country, fighting wise,
Yeah.
will take over land and just displace. But that's a deep, deep rabbit hole with Native Americans, where there's so much history on
You know what?
their
I've,
tribes.
I've more so questioned or wondered recently, because they've said that if you really think about it, even like Mexico, there's a lot of in Native American blood with Mexicans because of the land. And they've said that a lot of Mexican blood, like part of Mexico, that were technically considered Native American.
Mhm.
But they won't recognize it. The U.S. won't recognize it because of what that what comes with, quote unquote, Native American.
What do you mean they won't recognize it? In what sense?
In the sense of,
You're not part of this country,
Yeah.
Native American. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
Your borders don't
what's
matter.
wrong with that?
what do you mean? What do you mean?
You want to be recognized as a Lakota if you had some Lakota
Nay,
blood
nay.
in you? Or?
Nay, nay. Hold on. Rewind.
All right.
I don't want to be recognized
Well,
in
not
any
you
sense.
personally, but
But they're saying that, yes, like a lot of the people from Mexico, like if they were to do like their ancestry,
yes.
yes, their DNA, that it comes back as some part of Native American, but because it's
right. But Native American doesn't mean you're from current day United States.
Well,
right.
that's exactly what she's saying.
But
Though, like
that's-
if you think about like the Apache Nation would span from New Mexico, Texas, Chihuahua, and they didn't recognize the new borders. You could be Apache, but you're Apache from that side of the river, not this side of the river.
But-
Right, but the US
so
only
you're not
recognizes
Native
it's-
American.
You are Native American. You're not going to get the benefits from the U.S. because you're
Right.
not an American citizen. Like that makes sense to me.
but
It's weird because they didn't, like the Native Americans did not have land recognized. They were nomadic, right? So it's kind of I think that's what Adriana's saying is that they were back and forth without this imaginary line saying no, you're from here, not from there. They basically just displaced, and now double whammies. Like, nah, you're not even gonna get anything for what we did to you. You're just on that side of the river. Tough luck.
Yeah.
I guess I don't see the point. Like, nobody's saying you can't take away their identity. If I'm fucking 49% indigenous according to my DNA thing, 47% or some shit, whatever it is. I don't know what tribe.
23%.
Right, as a U.S. citizen from a U.S. tribe to qualify for whatever you get if you do that, right? But I'm not. I'm Mexican from a Mexican tribe. Well, maybe, okay, to your point, if I was a Navajo who just happened to be on that side of the border, I'm still a Mexican citizen. That doesn't mean I'm not a Navajo. It just means I can't get U.S. benefits because I'm a Mexican citizen. They can't take your Navajo away from you. They're just going to tell you you're a Mexican citizen. I can't give you the benefits that a U.S. citizen gets. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess, to your point.
Tough luck.
Tough luck.
You're from
That's
that
just
side.
the way history works. But,
Yeah.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but it makes sense to me. Both of them make sense to me. You can be upset about it, but it is what it is.
I mean, I'm not upset.
Because you're like, I'm not Native American. I'm 100% European. So.
So did you know that what's the monument with the president's faces? Mount Rushmore?
I'm sorry? Oh, yeah.
Mount Rushmore?
Yep.
Did you know that was like built on like
Sacred land.
Yes.
sacred land?
Yes.
I didn't know that. And,
That was like a big fuck you to the tribe.
Yeah, it was like
And it was
like,
the Lakotas, right?
Yeah, it was,
Yeah,
the
it was the
Lakotas. That's
Lakotas.
what I was watching, and it's like in the middle of nowhere. It's just like it's crazy. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like sacred, and it's just like, all right,
That's what I mean.
motherfuckers, like,
you start
we're
going
just-
into those rabbit holes, and you're like, man, that's kind of messed up.
and people were like, oh, fucking awesome.
So,
But nobody knows about
big
it.
U.S. monument. And it's a national treasure, and it's built on sacred indigenous land.
And it was done on purpose. Like, fuck you.
I think I've been kind of like torn between the two ideas because I always think the way you think, right? Like that's people complain about what the U.S. did to the Native Americans, but that's literally what every civilization has been doing to the one that was there before them.
Yeah.
Throughout
Yeah.
history, as long as there's been humans, there's been those other people that come and they fucking kick your ass because they have better weapons, and now they take your land, and you got to move out or assimilate. And then 100 years go by, and somebody else comes in, kicks their ass, and same thing happens. It just keeps happening, and that's the way it's always been. But nobody feels bad for whoever the fuck was living in Spain when the Moors came and kicked their ass or whatever. Like it's
I mean, I feel
Define-
bad for them.
I guess
but it
define
sucks.
kick ass.
like you literally march in with your army and you either kill them or you convert to whatever the
Treaty.
fuck we want you to
Make
do.
a treaty.
Yeah.
And you now belong to us, and you're gonna do what we say, and you're gonna give us all your money, and you're gonna go live over there if you don't like it. That's literally what's been happening throughout history in every country. Like empires were built. The Roman Empire, that's what they were doing. They were just going around kicking everybody's ass, taking their land. The Mongolian army did the same thing. They almost took over the whole fucking world. That's what they did.
That would have been cool.
So for us in our time, I guess you can either choose a grudge for that or just assimilate because that's who we are, right? Like we as maybe Mexican Americans have heritage from Spain or from the Native Americans, and now a lot from the U.S., which is just a big mix. And I'm pretty sure that would have been the case 100 years ago when a country takes over another country. But we kind of claim our language, and we claim our foods, and we claim our whatever.
Good.
But it's
Just
just
eating fucking hot dogs.
like Aztecs didn't invent tacos. It was kind of a mixture of some other
Maybe.
of some other
We don't
cultures,
know.
right? So I guess in a nutshell, we just gotta get over it.
Very
This
much.
is where we live. This is the time to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be great if we all could just get along. And can you imagine?
Can't we all just
Who
get
was
along?
talking about this? Somebody at work. Oh, Ashley, our former guest. He was talking about how he was watching these videos of people that go to like Iran, Iraq, or whatever, and
Ashley's
they're
a
walking
guy.
around the street. Ashley's a guy.
Yes, I
He's just
remember.
walking around the street or whatever, and there's like this huge poster or mural that says "Death to America" or whatever. The guy walking around shoots American, And he tells people, hey, hi, I'm an American or whatever. And they're like the nicest fucking people. And they're like, oh, yeah, you're from wherever. And I like watching this show. And they start because Iranians don't hate Americans.
It's Iranian.
Whatever. To me, I'm American, so it's Iranians.
So I want to say.
The government tells them to hate America, but they've never met an American. They have nothing against Americans other than what they're being told by the government. Just like a lot of Americans hate
I was just gonna say that. Just like
Iranians, whatever the hell you said.
Immigrants in general.
I was gonna
All
say
these other
immigrants
people
and
for
shit.
no fucking
We're
reason.
on
But if
brown
you take
people.
the governments out of it, and we just all like sent 100 people to some place to have a big old party, can you imagine all the great fucking food we would have?
yeah.
All the great music we would
Hell
listen
yeah.
to.
They would love
it
us
would
at
be
the
a
end of
great
that.
fucking party if you just took the governments out of it. But that's not the way the world works, so we deal with it.
It's actually a very
to
good
agree.
point. If we were to all just get along.
All right, so what historical event do you want, if you could go back, or really now, like, do you want to know the truth about?
Oh shit, that's a good question.
Oh snap!
Because like 100 years
Who
from
built the
now,
pyramids?
I mean,
fuck yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
you're
That's
going
a
down.
community, you know.
You're going down the.
Honestly, I hadn't thought
you gotta
about
be
that,
careful
but
with
that's
the
probably
questions
my
that you
number one
ask
right
in that
there.
sense.
That's my number one. What kind of crane were they using? I'm just kidding.
is it a crawler? Right? Because there's no leave outs for a tower crane. Like,
Yeah,
how?
like it's in there.
Oh,
Damn.
that's a good question.
Because 100 years from now, Trump's not gonna be what we make him out to be right now.
Right.
He's gonna be,
This historical figure that nobody actually knows the truth about.
That was shot.
he'll probably be the least favorite, or whatever. But he,
Actually, yeah, you could say he was shot because he did sustain an injury.
It's going to be a whole different
He just
story in
healed really
100
fast.
years. An
difference
incredible
between
healer.
that-
Well, not only that, he got up and said, "Fight!"
An incredible healer.
The difference between now and what we're looking back on is there's video evidence of the shit that happens now.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, it will have been
But-
faked to no end by the time 100 years pass, so you never know if
But-
what you're looking at is real
But
or not.
in the end, like if all goes to shit, like what we're gonna remember or read about is gonna be in the books, right?
if they
Because they're still
survive.
gonna write it in the books.
I don't know, man. That's a good point.
It'll be on an
because
iPad.
history, as we know it, was just written in books, and those were very much controlled. But nowadays, there's no controlling the information. It's just one way or another. There's leaks. There's something that happened in Israel and Gaza, and more sides of the story, not just those guys are the bad guys. We took them
Yeah.
out. Like, no, there's more to it than that. So nowadays, it seems like information is more transparent than.
I don't
but
think
it's
it
also
is.
more, okay, let's say we win the war. There's a war and we win the war, right? So all you're going to get is our side of the story because their side's going to be destroyed. Or let's say only like Fox videos survive and CNN doesn't.
That's the point. Like, there's no way that you can eradicate information now.
My thing is,
Well, we're talking about like a nuclear event and shit's destroyed and there's no way to watch things back or whatever. If you had a hold of all of it, then yeah, you could see it from everybody's point of view and then draw your own conclusions. But
I think that it's not, you're not going to see all sides of it. In my opinion, I feel like because it's all online, it is more controlled. Where if you look something up, I don't know. I feel like it's more controlled because it is online. Because Google, for example, maybe I shouldn't put a specific
yeah, you say
browser.
They're coming after us.
Whatever browser you look for stuff, right?
You stuck go anyway.
If
Cuter.
that person wants to control a certain narrative, it's not going to have articles that go against their narrative per se.
Okay, that's part of what I'm saying. Too, the victors go the spoil, and history is controlled by those who win the wars, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all the information we've been fed since we were little has been fed to us by the people that won the wars.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know World War II history from the Nazi perspective, because if they told the story, it'd be different. But they didn't win.
But they-
Had they
I'm
won
like,
the war,
would it?
the Americans would be the bad guys.
Oh, that's just, you said Nazis.
But it's the truth.
Yeah.
everybody that wins the war is always the good guy. What do you think that is? Has a bad guy ever won a war that you can remember in history? No. The
What-
good guy always wins the war.
And maybe
Because
this
the
is,
good guy controls the information that comes out after. Or the victor, not the good guy.
I was just gonna say what.
Wait, but you're saying in Germany they didn't suppress what really happened?
Because
Like, the Germans knew their side of the story and they just knew they lost.
Because you specifically
they
said
had
that
won.
one.
They would have been the good guys.
How was
That's
anything
true.
that
I guess
was
they would have
done?
told their story differently.
I'm sorry?
How could that have been twisted in a, like with everything that happened, just with the Nazis and all of that, right? Yes, they were the bad guys, but like how?
They weren't
they-
they weren't the bad guys when they were fighting because they were fighting for a cause, and they wholeheartedly believed they were the good guys and they were doing it for the right reasons. So had
And they were the
won,
kings
I
of
guess,
propaganda. So, like,
I guess to what Joe's saying is, had they won, they would have published that
A
The good
different
guys
good
were
narrative.
guys.
won versus evil.
right.
Came out victorious.
I think, I guess with all the evil that was done, I can't see that being twisted as a positive.
I don't
I
think
mean,
it wasn't
it's-
evil to them, though.
It wasn't. That's what we
And
were saying a
and
minute ago.
I know,
with,
but that
with
that's what-
colonizers killing Native Americans and like it's a victory in America.
Yeah,
You know,
I said
but-
murder.
we are where we are now.
But
because
from
we did
the
that.
Native Americans' perspective, it's just an outrage. You kind of killed
Let us
entire
tell you what
villages and
really
stuff.
happened. Yeah,
Right.
No, because you didn't win. So,
But they
You
didn't
don't get
win,
to tell the
so
story.
so now we know that progress came to America.
The Industrial
Development
Revolution.
came to America. The benefits that you have are because of that. So it's good.
If they had one, we'd also be riding around in horses and killing
Right.
buffalo.
You would not have a podcast.
Right.
we'd be having a podcast on horses. What do you mean?
I don't know. It's good.
Yeah.
It's interesting to think about, but to answer your question, I don't fucking know. I think David took the cake with the pyramids.
Pyramids.
Is there a bigger mystery in the world?
The moon landing?
Really?
Kidding. I don't know.
I think that's
all right. I want to know if Jesus was really the Son of God.
I mean, that's a good one too.
That's good. If you were a follower at the time, how was it really?
Did you follow him on social media?
Oh, he had followers without social media.
I had a bunch of likes and shares.
Likes
Shared
and
all this
shares.
shit, yeah.
Lots of comments.
More than we do. Shit. And he only had 12. That's saying something.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
the pyramids.
What about you? Adrian?
I got a quick question for you. I think you've already touched on this a lot of times,
Uh-oh.
but like Leslie, you're a millennial, right?
I have no idea. Let me look that up.
You're a millennial.
Based on my
think she's a
year
Zennial.
of birth, year of born. Yes, I think I am
Adrian,
considered
are you a
millennial.
Fuck yeah.
He wears it proud.
Joe and I are Gen X, and
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
a
yeah, so
generation
that's
Z.
what
Aye,
we're
aye,
matching
we're wearing the
shirts.
same
Why not?
shirts.
What's that?
We're
Leslie?
Gen X.
I'm a
And that's
Zoomer.
exactly what I want to say.
You're a
is I
Zoomer?
think
You're
I
a
see that.
zoomer. A zoomer.
Zoomy.
Yeah.
I think, obviously, my opinion is biased, but I think Gen X has done more than my generation's done more than your generation.
Where are you going with this?
He just wants to fight.
Just want to fight.
He just wants to fight.
No, I'm
Let's
just
go.
saying.
You want to go?
Yo.
I like all the stuff that we have now, the development of, I don't know, social media, all this technology, even the bad things, right? The economy and the good things about the economy is more than likely just developed by Gen Xers at this point. We did take a lot from boomers, but this high rise of information and all this that we have, we did it for you. You're welcome.
They said they did. Oh, that escalated quickly.
What do you have to say for yourself?
I mean, he
What have
said
you done
enough.
on social media?
Enough.
I mean, I disagree because all y'all did was like smoke
shit
pot and
up.
get high and
I'm jealous.
go disco dancing and shit.
Invent the internet.
You guys just had it good.
Okay, when's the cutoff? Like 80?
81, 80, 81. Depends on who you ask.
When was the internet invented?
60s, 70s.
No, it's in the 90s.
No,
compare
it
that
was in the
internet.
90s.
Hmm?
Wasn't it in the 90s?
No, it wasn't invented in the 90s. That's when
The internet
When it
or the
went.
computer?
Okay. Leslie? She's over there looking at something else. She fact checks like Adrian. Damn it.
So they're Amazon shopping.
I think that. What? Okay, so what are the,
83. Internet.
That's what.
internet.
83?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? There you go.
Oh wait, what is the generation for? What are you, Gen
We
X?
invented it.
Gen
So
X?
when you were
technically,
two.
neither.
No,
What'd
it
you
was
say? What'd you
born.
say,
It was
Leslie?
born in your time.
Well, yeah, like none of
Yeah.
you.
The internet was
invented
born
it.
in your time, which
None of
means
you what? Speak
Inve-
for
Your predecessor
invented
made
it.
Well,
You're
not
welcome.
personally, but it was a Gen X person.
Gen X.
How could it be a Gen X?
Hold on,
person?
Gen
Gen
X
X person is from a 65 to
80,
yeah.
and then 81.
You're right. That might have been 15. Whatever.
Yeah, like what? You had to be like
Okay, but he wasn't
15,
talking about the
20
internet. But
to create the internet. I don't think so, buddy.
hey, who
That's
invented
a
the internet?
boomer
Who invented
thing.
the internet?
That's definitely a boomer.
Well, he said we took a lot of shit from boomers.
And we took a lot of shit from
Was it Al Gore?
Gen X.
Remember Al Gore saying he invented the internet?
Al Gore said that?
Yeah.
That was before fact checkers.
Yeah.
Nobody questioned them. They were just,
Yeah, we just left at him.
that's cool.
They didn't have Google.
Yeah.
They didn't have Google.
They
Like
didn't have the
I
internet.
don't know
They didn't
what
have
to say.
They had Yahoo and what the fuck? The Netscape
Yeah.
was a browser.
No, do you
Ask
remember
Jeeves.
Jeeves? Yes.
They had
Ask
Jeeves.
Jeeves. Yes. Nostalgia right
All
there.
right, Paul Barron was born in 1926, and he invented the internet.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So that dude was the greatest generation. He's the GI generation. Or the silent
hell, there's a
generation.
GI generation?
That's before the
No,
boomers.
no,
So
that was a thing.
yeah.
Anywho,
I don't know.
I don't know where David was going with this.
He was going into a fight.
He's trying to fight.
He was going into a fight.
I would just say my generation's
War.
done more than
Better
your
than
generation.
yours.
Okay, so what invention or thing would you be okay getting rid of?
Wait. You haven't answered the question.
Oh yeah. All
What-
right, got it.
His initial question about what
What
historical event you'd
historical
like to
event?
know the truth about. Like I was gonna say JFK, but I don't really care. Killed him. Like,
Yeah,
doesn't really matter.
I guess not.
I think the
He,
pyramids.
he
is a-
probably fucked his wife or something.
yeah,
I don't know.
like some guy like
Or his wife really liked
yeah.
him. He was jealous. He was jelly.
I would like to know if there is a whole secret. Well, it's more of a.
Was-
It's not a historical event, but it's more of a. Is this more of the conspiracy aspect
Is
of
the
it? Like
Illuminati really a thing?
that is a thing.
Oh, well, that's not what you're.
But you want to know the truth about it. Like-
Yes, where it's like give me I
'Cause-
want to know more.
So you're
Because
100% sure that the Illuminati is a thing.
Who's in it? Who leads it? What are they doing? What are they talking about?
I don't know
Where's the
the
meetup?
information, but I fully believe that it exists.
Like the Illuminati as us conspiracy theorists know it, or just a secret society? Because there's a lot of secret societies out there.
I feel like
They weren't the first.
I want to. It's the conspiracy theory aspect of it. Sure, just to put a name to it, Illuminati. I want to know more about if
It's real.
Like
Yes.
how much is true?
Yes.
What is not true?
There's no
where it stems
whistleblowers.
from,
right.
where it
Zero.
like more of the facts behind it.
Who's at the top of the pyramid?
Goes back to the pyramids.
If they come if they come ask you like, you want to join, what would you do?
Probably not. What? Oh, okay.
You would turn down the Illuminati?
Yeah.
You
Why?
probably
What is wrong with you?
que no me
Because I
deja
think
mi
that there is more behind it than
Leslie,
just
what are you
what it
yapping
is.
about over there?
mamá. I was like, es que no me deja mi mamá.
I think there's more behind it.
Of course.
Yeah,
there's a lot we
That's
don't
the
know.
point. You want to be part of that.
I don't.
So you don't
Why
think
not?
it's good?
I don't think it's
I
good.
think it's so good. That's why there's no whistleblowers. They're just like, fuck.
No, I
I'm
don't.
not fucking this up.
I think
Yeah.
I think the opposite. I don't
think it's
think
bad?
it's yeah. I think it's more on the bad side than the good side.
I think the whistleblowers are dead.
They eat
So,
babies.
but so okay.
You think they eat babies?
I don't even want to put that in my head.
Eat babies.
I don't want to put that stresses me out. It's just I don't think it's a positive. I think it's more of a negative, but I would like to know more about it, not because I want to join it. Just
Want to know the truth.
I want to
yeah.
know what you think they're doing. That's so bad.
I don't know. I
But
just
you do
feel
know.
like
That might
it's
say something.
well, it's what makes you think it's okay. What makes you think it's good?
I didn't say it was good.
Okay, what makes you think it's good?
I don't think it's good.
Then why do you?
I just said I wanted to join. But I want to know what you think they're
So
So
doing.
no,
even
I
if it
wanna
was
join
bad,
to find
so hold
out.
on. So
Wouldn't
even
that
if
be
it was
something
bad,
that if you joined and it sucks and you can't say anything, like, man, I won out.
Nah,
We'll kill you, bro. Like, dang it.
This whole time I thought it was
Got you.
cool.
I mean, I think it's good for the members.
Yeah.
I don't think they necessarily have the good of the people in mind. Is that what you mean by it's not good?
sure. I don't know. I just don't think it's good. I think it's. How do I explain it? Just because. So you know how they say where.
We're talking about this thing that doesn't really exist as though it actually existed.
Okay, well, you know how they say that. Sure. You know how they say that where you can have all the money in the world, but you could still be the most unhappiest person alive.
Yeah, but that's on you, though.
I think that.
I want all the money in the world. What are you talking about?
100% on you.
That's your fault.
All right.
I mean, yeah.
So is Illuminati different than the Freemasons?
Well, that's what I mean, we're using the Illuminati as because there's, again, a shit ton of secret societies, right? The Freemasons, the fucking,
Freemans?
the Freemasons,
I'm in
Freemasons,
that club.
the Skull and Crossbones, whatever fucking people. There's the Brandenburg Group. There's like a lot of them. But we'll just take the Illuminati as like one that captures all. You
Okay.
would, if they came to you and said, "Hey, we've been watching you. You're one of us. What you think?
You're like,
You'll never want for anything again. Your family will be set for all eternity, as long as your seed continues to spread."
I would want to know what the catch is. I feel like that's not given to you
I mean, you can make a good
Without
point. You kind
a-
of want to know before you
without a catch.
commit, but
And I think the catch is what makes it bad.
The catch is you're part of this group, and you're going to do whatever we need you to do to.
And
do
what does
we
that
do.
mean?
Whatever. It's undefined.
you're going to lay out the plan and be like, all right,
It's undefined. You're
this
a
is the
person,
Walmart you're
and
going to
you have
go
access
be
to
a
certain things,
greeter
and
at.
Whenever they need something from whatever it is that you do, they're going to come to you and ask you for it.
And
Just-
you just have to
Yeah.
have to do it.
Yeah.
first things you got to ask is, do I get VIPs to everything?
Yeah. Don't have to stand in line ever again.
No more lines for me ever.
I don't know. I think it's. I don't know. I don't think I would say yes. I don't think I would. To be part of that. No.
I think I would say yes.
Then they kill you. You say no because now you know they exist.
Yeah, that's true.
You'd rather die?
Will they though? Because there's been.
He's about to call you stupid again.
I was going to say, I mean, you choose the bear, so your answer's probably yes. So never mind. Let's go on. What was the next question, Adrian?
Oh.
Wait, no, another good one. I think about this one. I thought about this one right after the pyramids, but the more I think through, it doesn't make sense. The dinosaurs. Like, what really happened to the dinosaurs? They could dwell like an asteroid or not.
That's a good one, too.
But
That's
then
true.
I don't want to be there when that happens, you know?
No, I know. Actually, you know what? Who cares?
I
They're
think I'll
extinct.
just keep that as a mystery.
I mean,
That's fine.
you just need to know the truth. You don't have to be there to live through it. You just want to know the truth, right?
Yeah.
But do you really care that much if you had to choose one? I'd rather know who built the pyramids or how they built them than how the dinosaurs died. Like, it could have been one of a
Yeah.
lot of things. But the pyramids, it's kind of
Oh yeah,
That
that
one's
one's pretty
still-
intriguing.
Yes, it is.
What the fuck? Why?
Like what?
Right.
Like, it's crazy to me.
anyway.
Oh, the other question was when we went off the topic to the other one. And it was what invention or thing would be okay getting rid of in life? Because we were talking about the internet, right?
I have
What-
one.
What's one
You
thing
guys
that
are
you
gonna
would
call
get
me
rid
crazy. The cell phone.
of? I mean, I'm not gonna call you crazy.
I think that. Have you guys seen Stranger Things? I have. We watched it, and I caught myself several times where they were like, "Oh, what are the lyrics?" It was stupid shit, but it's where it's like, "Oh, what's the lyrics to this song?" There's a part in there that they're, and in my head, I can't stop but think like, well, just fucking Google it. Just Google it. But I'm like, holy shit, Google didn't exist then. I feel like that messed
You're welcome.
that.
That's right. You're welcome.
No, I feel like cell phones messed everything up.
As somebody who lived through that, I can tell you, I really appreciate having the cell phone.
Yeah.
It was fun. I had a fucking blast not knowing shit and running around and, not being on my
Being
phone all the
carefree.
time and all that shit. It was fun.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is good too.
I don't know.
It's how you use it,
Right.
If you abuse it,
She said.
if you abuse it, then
That's what she said.
it could be bad. If you don't,
Yeah.
it's just helpful. Like you didn't
It's a
have all
tool,
that
just like
information.
everything else.
I guess there's such an addiction behind it that it's just, I don't know.
So maybe you're talking about the smartphone more than the cell phone.
Okay, sure. Maybe, yes, it's more of the smartphone. Because it's maybe, sure, having a flip phone where you at least have something to call on emergency basis.
Oh, yeah.
That
Just
era.
phone call
not-
and text messages was
Yes.
pretty cool.
That
yeah,
was
that was
enough.
a bomb diggity when it came out. Like, oh man, yeah, I got it.
I haven't heard that word in forever. But yes,
But I think you're talking about like all the information that you can just have readily available.
That's
it was,
I mean,
it was almost like
I
it
would-
was
I would
simpler
just-
times.
yeah. I was
Okay.
gonna go get the information from the library back in the day anyway, so it didn't matter. It's just gonna take me a little longer. But
But see, even I was a bookworm as a kid, where I loved the library. Like, I would walk to the damn library
right,
where there was.
so then how can you not appreciate the phone?
I don't appreciate the phone.
Oh, I fucking love it.
I don't appreciate.
Especially because I'm banned from most of the libraries in North Texas. So.
Well, you didn't return your
Never
books.
returned the books.
Oh, I'm like, what are you doing at the libraries? What is wrong with you?
I owe all of them money.
His credit's fucked up because
On the library, Joe.
I took a box of books to Half Price Books to sell them. They're like, hey, yeah, all these belong to libraries.
damn. There's people,
not all
Did you
of
get your
them,
money
some
back?
of them.
there's
Did you
people
get
on
your
their
money
way
back?
right now to pick you up.
Yeah,
Did they eliminate your?
pretty much.
It's tough to answer that question. What would you? Wait. Ask the question again. You said, "What would you be okay without, or what
Yeah,
would you
doing away
rather
with.
not?"
What would you be okay getting rid of?
Not you personally, like as a whole. Right?
The
Yeah,
first,
I
my very first thought when you said that was like the 40-hour work week, which obviously we work more than that, more than the 40 hours. But there's a lot more to it than that. I think working less is cool, but that means a lot less possibilities. I don't know. I don't really have an answer for you just yet.
What do you mean
What about
by
like an invention? I think the question was invention.
Oh, okay.
Well,
maybe
the
not.
40-hour work week is
It was an invention.
recent invention.
True.
So
Yeah, what invention? But
Isn't that thanks to you guys though?
invention or thing?
what do you mean?
Yeah, there was a guy that thought that Monday through Friday was the perfect
Right.
work
Yeah.
week.
That was
Gen
Gen
X.
X though.
Nope.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, it was.
No, it came before that.
Can you?
Because before
Excuse me,
that,
fact checker.
before that, they were just farming and stuff.
It was in like the
They're trying to make it
20s or
backfire.
30s when like unions and shit started coming up and fighting for labor rights and all that bullshit.
I'm about to piss some
I
people
guess,
off.
yeah. Henry Ford, 1926.
So y'all can mute
You're right.
me. Just don't cancel me and talk shit.
Same dude that invented, or same time period they invented the internet.
Yeah.
1926.
Yeah.
I will say-
but
It's actually
y'all
thanks
understand
to
that when they
Henry
said they
Ford.
invented the internet, they don't mean the
It's
internet.
like the
as-
yes.
Right.
As you know,
And
it's
it's
the
not. That's not
initial.
when they invented. That's when the guy was born.
Henry Ford.
No, Henry Ford popularized the 40-hour work week.
No, the guy that invented
After
the
he
internet.
discovered through his research that working more yielded only a small increase in productivity.
Girl, you got 20/20 vision. I'm over here squinting.
Yes, girl, I do. I paid for this 20/20 vision.
I'm like,
Damn, I can read that too.
Jesus.
I don't have 2020. So
I paid for this 20/20 vision. But yes. Sometimes, okay? Keyword, people. Don't get all pissed off.
Damn, you're feeling that seat perfectly. Looking at the camera, talking to it. It's great.
Oh, right.
All right,
I
George, you
think
go.
George hasn't moved over there. Sometimes I wish that we would go back to the era of women not having to work.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that messed things up. I know that's wrong. I'm sorry.
You can thank your.
All
What do you mean by
Your
mess things
women.
up?
I just feel like it messed things up. Like there was a system.
In place.
In place.
No, I'm agreeing with you. Like if
And
I was a
I'm-
woman, I'd be like, what the fuck? Like
Oh, yeah.
why?
Like I don't know if
Yeah,
I'm
doing.
but
We were just
but
chilling at home, and then you stupid bitches, like,
why we gotta be bitches, bro?
because it wasn't all of you. It wasn't you.
It
you'd rather
wasn't
be
me,
at
but I
home.
feel targeted.
No, man.
So wait
No,
a minute.
look.
So when is it going to be in our time when the women
Switch
work
back?
and the men stay at home?
Oh yeah. I
Yes,
hope
that
you're
is
like,
that's literally the
I wish I
fucking
was
counting down
a.
the days.
I wish I was a Zuni. Or
My
Why'd you give me
point.
that look?
my
What?
point.
You don't date short guys or guys that want to stay home? Is that what it is?
I'm gonna stay
I
quiet.
want to
to
raise
that
the
one.
kids, and you go work, and it's fine.
You remember
It's
how I
cool.
talked about, along with shortness, the
I'm
whole
really good
masculinity
at cooking,
part?
and I will keep the house clean.
Look, if I come home and my
Period.
husband is in an apron, I don't know that
If you don't like the apron, I won't wear it. It's fine. I don't have to wear an apron.
What if it's only an apron?
Yeah.
Just an apron.
You know, turn around, my ass is
out.
hanging out.
I got kids. I can't.
Yeah, okay, no.
There is. Look, I don't know if this is anti-feminism.
It is 100% anti-feminism.
But there's times where I'm just like, why the fuck did we choose this route? Why? Who
That's what I'm
did
saying.
this?
That's stupid, right?
Who
Yeah.
did this?
Yeah.
But
But you have
it
girls.
depends on right. So it depends on what side you're on, because on one side, I get it for the women that we're talking about domestic violence and more in situations.
Okay, those are two completely different
No, I know,
topics.
but it's not
they're not tied together.
because but they are, because there was a time where
But you
they
can't
were
separate
bound
the
by
two. You can
financials.
be against domestic violence, but for what do they call them? Trad wives, you know?
traditional wives.
Yeah. You can be like
What?
against domestic violence,
Is there a
but
name
for
for 'em?
traditional wives.
Trad
Stay at
wives.
home wives.
That's how I think you just started something.
No,
Trad
that's a thing.
wives. Oh,
Y'all just ain't cool enough.
Like
Never-
expats.
Clearly.
Yeah,
Like-
girl, we could be traddies.
please.
I'm telling you.
Much
Traddies.
traddy.
The problem is we
We're
conflate the two, and
traddies.
they're not mutually exclusive. You can like not get beat up by your husband when he gets home, but stay home and raise the kids and keep a clean house and cook dinner.
I think
That's
you're
cool.
right. I think you're right.
If you want to.
But
But if
it
you
is-
don't, go
but-
work. But why you gotta drag the rest of them with you?
No, but I think
That's where they went wrong.
but I think
Yeah.
nowadays it's
too
so
late.
hard. One, it's too late. Two,
Now we're all like, yeah.
All of you go work. Come on.
Shit. I like two incomes.
Yeah.
You need to be empowered.
and I think that's what it is. Where we've gone too far. Where it's like,
Keep saying this. Nobody
and then
listens to
now
me.
it's talking about. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that women should not have equal pay. Absolutely. But it's
Take it back down a notch, is what you're saying.
Can I
like,
just be
hey,
home, please?
no.
Can I just?
So why don't you stay
20%
home?
less is okay.
I don't feel comfortable.
Why?
Wait,
Because
what?
because women will talk shit to you. Your man won't. I mean, he might not
No.
like not having two incomes anymore, but
It's a personal comfort level.
Okay, so you do want to go work.
This
I
is
do.
confusing.
I
though.
like it. But that's why I'm saying it goes like, I like working. I like my job. I like what I do. I think I would go crazy if I was at home. But it's every now and again where it's just like, well, shit, dude. Like, how did we get here? How did we
I
get
can
here?
tell you, there's
Because
a
now I
long
like it,
history
and
of
it's.
it. Yeah.
But that's my point.
I agree with your point.
Leslie. We need another generation's women's
Yeah.
perspective.
I think like a little bit what you're saying I agree with, but I think some of that is like your feelings for me would be misplaced. I think it's a necessity that women have to work now because we don't make enough, but not just women. I think nobody makes enough. And so it would be nice if everybody just made enough and you had the option, where maybe I do want to stay home or maybe he wants to stay home and you are able to do that. But right now, a lot of people are not able to do that and you do need the 2 incomes. So, like I agree to an extent, like it'd be cool if we could stay home and we had that option, but
But she's talking about historically, though. I mean, that's a valid point, and it's all true.
yeah,
But
but
we
like,
got here because of that.
no, but I'm saying back then, if a woman wanted to work, that was her choice. And she,
No, she
No,
couldn't.
it wasn't.
But that's my point. There was a point where if a woman wanted to work, she could not.
right.
That's
and
what I'm saying.
whenever
And if
we
she
got
could-
that opportunity, it was a choice. Whenever she was given the opportunity to get a job, whenever we made
No,
that,
the point is, the problem is that in order to get there, and this is what I say about all fucking social justice warriors, they drag everybody with them. It's not every woman should go to work or they never said that. They did say every woman should be able to go to work, right, if they want
Yeah.
to. The problem is that you take it as every woman should go to work. So now every woman is expected to go to work.
Yes.
And every house is expected to have 2 incomes. And the economy follows what we're spending. And if we have 2 incomes and we're spending 2 incomes,
Well, we fucked the economy.
we
then.
fucked ourselves.
We did.
So now
Because I agree.
she can't choose to stay home because she can't afford to stay home. But it's because feminism. I'm gonna talk shit about feminism.
I just
God
think
damn
people
it.
take it too far. You
Yeah,
know?
they
Like-
take everything too
Hate 'em.
far.
And like,
Freedom.
that
I
has to do,
started it.
yeah.
I'm a girl. I started it. So they're going to be mad at me.
It's like with everything though, like gay rights, like, there's those people that are like the they, them, and then they freak out. I know a lot of they, thems that don't freak out as long as they're,
Those are cool because I
but-
sometimes call them she, and they're like, hey, whatever.
who cares? But it's like
Sorry.
everything
It's
is
very
taken
confusing.
way too
Sorry, guys.
far. And now, now I gotta work and I
Exactly.
would
That's-
rather just
see?
not.
Thank you for keep talking.
Oh, that was it. That's all I got.
That's all.
Unless you come back at me, maybe I'll have more. I don't know.
Let me recap. I guess that was your answer to what would you want to do without, or what?
where we fucked up.
Invention?
Oh, mine was
Yeah.
where we fucked up. That was mine.
Totally not the answer to his
So-
question. What was
What
the invention that
What
you
invention?
referenced in your diatribe?
What invention or thing would you
Oh,
be
I
okay
did
getting
answer
rid
that.
of
I
in
said
life?
cell phone.
Oh, that sounds.
I
you're
said
right.
cell phone.
So how did we
Absolutely
get
did.
here?
And then he said something else, and I said, "What other question did you have?"
You
Because I
said
was like, "Oh fuck."
feminism. I think is what
I
you
said I'm gonna piss off the feminists. Or, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, fuck a
That was
So
phone.
we
the
didn't,
same
get
question.
to Joe's answer. What do you want to
I
do?
don't know.
What do you want to eliminate?
It's hard for me because I don't. Like, I'd be fine without anything in my life. Like you could take any one thing away, any one invention, and I'd be okay.
What about? Yeah, I was thinking while y'all were talking, and a lot of it is
So
like.
you didn't have an answer for your own question?
Y'all wouldn't.
No,
share
I
that.
did have an answer initially, and I'm kind of sticking to it now. But everything that you say, or you're like, well, the convenience of it, you're like, well, I'd rather, like, let's say, well, if you get rid of my stove, I could still find a way to cook, but
Yeah.
it's very convenient, so I'd rather have the stove, But my initial answer was, I think it would be cool if we just got rid of like the roads and the cars, and then it'd just be everybody in horses.
Horses? I'd be done with that. It'd be so much harder. Can we still have planes?
I don't know, man.
Sure.
I mean,
Can we eliminate the freeways?
If we can have
Yeah.
planes,
Eliminate the
but
freeways.
not cars, I'd be okay with that.
I drive a really long distance.
You wouldn't.
My
if we all
hair
rode
would
fucking
be
horses.
all
Yeah,
types of
you-
fucked up on a horse. I'm just
Pure
saying.
horsepower.
You wouldn't have that
Like
much of a
this.
drive.
I'd be showing up like this.
But then I think I'm like, well, yeah, everybody likes to be in their AC and all that, but not
Yeah, it's
everybody.
cool, but
Not
I'd be
everybody
okay if
lives
I
in
was riding a
Dallas.
horse.
You know what I mean?
I mean, in Dallas, everybody rides a horse anyway, right?
Yeah.
All right. So
I just think it'd be cool, like, you know, just pull up, put your horse, put your
all I
horse
can
up.
imagine
Tiger
is me
horse.
on the freeway with a horse. Like that's literally all I'm picturing. Is me on the-
Damn. Is that the new?
Where would we? Is that a
the
new one?
horse?
Is
Is that the
a
new horse that
model?
just came out?
Yeah.
It's a new
It's a
Mustang.
hybrid. That's a new Mustang.
Horse dealership.
I got a new Bronco, bro.
see, this is why Ford's great. You still get to drive a Bronco or a Mustang. It's,
A Bronco
True.
or a Mustang.
How many horsepower you
the
got?
fuck's what the fuck's a Corvette?
One.
Just
Thoroughbred. Oh, no.
carriage. You can do a carriage.
My horse
You
is a
throw
vegan,
away-
bro.
You'd have 2 horsepower.
You can throw a window unit on it. I mean, that's still around.
Yeah, there's still
Wouldn't that be a thing?
You can still have air conditioning. You just gotta make sure you power it
Put a
properly.
fan. Put a fan right there.
A solar powered battery that recharges, runs your air conditioning unit.
Yeah, that was.
I'm in. Let's do it.
I like it. I like it.
go
That's
back.
that's a
Let's go
creative
back.
way. That's creative. I like that one.
Be a lot of horses.
And so I have a
A lot of
question.
shit.
That's it's
It's more job creations. You gotta pick up dog or horse shit.
That's true.
I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
I know you guys don't believe in weddings and shit, so
I believe
apologize.
in weddings. They're fucking annoying. They exist.
Oh,
They're true.
annoying.
They're a real thing.
Better than quinceañeras, but
yeah.
they're so annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, I already know my answer. If you had an invitation to a wedding and they are charging you
Okay, no.
a ticket,
Not happening.
whether it's family or a friend, would you go?
Okay, wait. It depends.
Close friend.
Wait, what do you mean charging me a ticket?
Like literally, your invite is I'm inviting you to my wedding. You have to purchase a ticket to get in. It's $450.
But like a flight, that's kind of what it sounds like. It's a destination wedding and you go.
But
That's
you're not
cool.
going anywhere. You're going down the street.
No.
Or
no,
you're going to a
definitely not
venue here
happening,
and
They're
'Cause
just
I don't have a
trying
problem.
to-
So, okay, I've been to a destination wedding. 'Cause it was in Cancun. Like, I go to that wedding, whatever.
Sure.
If you're a close enough friend, a close enough relative, I don't have a problem going to your wedding because of you, not because of your fucking wedding. I'm probably not going to enjoy the wedding, but I'll enjoy hanging
why
out
are
with
you so against weddings?
No, I'm not against. I don't. Okay, what are weddings? They're a dance, right?
Fine.
I don't dance. So what? Like,
I don't
Un vals.
just gonna go there and eat the cookies. Some of them they don't even have the little sugar cookies. Like what?
Yeah, what's up with that?
That's fucked up. Let's talk about the
A
real
lot of
problems with
people
weddings.
just go for that.
Right.
Like that's literally all I go to.
Now,
A
what
wedding
kind
for.
of wedding
I
is
wanna-
this?
Sugar cookies.
No, cookies.
And then the
Why do the
centerpiece,
wedding
is,
in the
the
first
centerpiece
place?
belongs to
Para que se
the
To the place.
place
to
that you go, you can't even take
with
it.
you.
the
Come on,
centerpiece.
Yeah,
The centerpiece.
that's messed up. Oh, that's what I'm saying. But no, I'm not paying for go to anybody's wedding. I don't give a fuck how close you are.
And did you hear about the guy that did?
No, I did not.
So there's a guy.
Oh, dang, that was a thing.
Yeah,
That dude
it's
made
an actual
money.
thing. So he is saying that so far he has spent about 100,000, almost
Well, see,
close to close to 200,000 on his wedding.
He spent.
He has spent so far. And he's venting because he sent all these invites for people to buy tickets to his wedding. Each ticket is $450. And everybody has declined.
per family.
yeah.
This has to be a fake story.
Per family.
No, it's a real story.
Leslie, guy charging $450 for wedding tickets.
Heard.
Is this per family or you're not sure?
I don't know specifics. I just know that it was $450 per ticket. And his justification is, well, people are paying X amount of money to go to concerts. How are you not going to spend X amount of money to go to a
Well,
wedding?
you see a performance, like you get something out of it.
That's what I said. It's like, well, if I'm going to a concert, you are not that person.
That's right. I'm not gonna go watch you eat.
Did it come
cake.
up?
Yeah, this is so true. He
What
said
the
It's a real
he
thing.
said, but someone did and went on TikTok and asked, "Am I tripping?" Yeah, bro, you are.
Nah, girl.
That's crazy.
I don't know,
is.
like,
Why
sometimes I read
why
these-
why would he even try? Like what is
Because
it?
that's what you're not on Reddit enough or
And I
TikTok,
think
I
that's-
guess, but there's a lot of people doing stupid shit like that, and they don't understand why people don't want to give them money or.
And that's where it's I don't know if it's lack of self-awareness.
not
Awareness?
self-awareness.
What is it? It's
it's
a lack
social-
of fucking common sense. Like what is
Okay, that common
what
sense
is
is all
the
it is, actually.
there's like a missing puzzle piece for certain people where it's like, well, why aren't you giving me $1,000? Like I don't understand.
But that
It's entitlement, I guess.
shit didn't happen
Is that
in the
what
80s.
it is? Entitlement where it's like, perdón, like I
You
have
should
to
come
work for
see
my
me.
shit. Like what do you mean?
No, I don't.
Yeah, where I'm like, what? Yeah.
So I'm guessing you wouldn't pay either.
No.
All right, I'll rescind my invitation.
I mean,
Can you think of a good reason of why you would charge? Like say
no.
Yeah,
If-
Taylor
if-
Swift's performing at my fucking
Honestly,
wedding, and I
look,
have to pay her $1 million.
Okay, well then
look,
that's
and
a-
this is,
yeah.
Okay.
and maybe this
that
is,
makes sense.
maybe this is completely personal, but it's, if I'm having a party, whether it be a kid's party, a quinceañera, whatever, if someone's, I can't imagine, like, it's going to be more embarrassing for me to be like, hey, make sure you bring X for a present or spend X amount for a present. Like, on the
People do that all
contrary,
the time,
I
though.
know, but on the contrary, I would be like, don't worry about a present. Like, I'm having a party because I'm having the, you know what I mean? Where it's like, if I'm having a kid's birthday party, because I do throw parties for my kids, it's not with the idea of everybody's going to bring a present. It's more of like,
Yeah.
no, dude, this is their party. Like, I'm going to get them a bounce house. I'm going to get them blah, 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 whatever they want. Okay, not whatever, but you know what I mean.
Damn, I wish I was a kid.
But but it's not under the, it's because everybody, I'm telling everybody to spend a minimum of $100 as a gift because that makes up for, where it's like, give it wins. Like, it's more of an embarrassment, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you're at that point you're missing the point of you're celebrating your
party.
kid, not if
Right.
they bring a present, cool. If they're not,
If not, cool. Like, don't worry about it.
worry
Just
about the
go
present.
enjoy the
Don't bring a
food.
present because
Absolutely. I've had those too where I've had whatever and I'm like, don't worry about a present. Like, she just wants to have fun at shenanigans. Like, don't worry about a present. She just wants people to show up. You know what I mean? Like, to go play with her type thing. Like, that's the
yeah,
gift.
that's
That's the
weird.
gift,
That's
is showing up. But then you have people that are over here that it's like, what do you mean you don't want to pay $450 to go to my wedding? Well, I'm like,
I mean exactly that.
There's a lot of
I'm
people
not
that
paying
won't
for it.
that won't go when you're like, yeah, no kids allowed. It's like, the fuck.
Yeah,
your
But-
dad was just having that argument
Oh,
with
well-
us a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know that's not like, okay, that's more reasonable. Like, it's more like, okay, I understand because you're having this type of wedding. You know, you cannot have kids there or not invite them,
Yeah,
whatever.
the strippers are probably not good for the kids. But
so are you offended if someone says no kids at the wedding?
No, I'm just like, fuck. Now I got to figure out what to do with them.
Right.
You know, but if it's someone important enough, yeah, I'll go. And if it's not, then I'm like, well, I got my kids. Like, I want to take my kids. So
I wish
gonna
more
miss
people
the
would say
party.
that
Well, and
because
so
I could just use that as an excuse to not go
to that, well, all right.
instead of having to come up with a different one every
To
time.
that, I was gonna say, I mean, I rather go to that sounds really bad. Some events you kind of just want to enjoy as an adult and not have to worry about
Like a
taking care of
wedding
kids. Right. Or yeah.
or literally any party that's not a kids party.
Yeah.
Who's
Pretty
wedding,
much. Where it's
but
like,
whose wedding? Like say
But he's wedding.
yeah, that's what I'm.
somebody famous that's like kind of within our reach. Maybe
Within
a
our
local-
reach.
Yeah, no. I mean like a local celebrity. Who would you say? Someone here in one of the basketball players. Say that Luca's getting married and he's charging $450.
No, what?
no, I'm not going.
I don't know.
I'll probably go.
No, I'm not going.
I don't know. Maybe.
No. I feel like that's a money grab.
It is.
When celebrities
Yeah.
do it,
It is.
that's a money grab. Where I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go. You mean to tell me you're having a whole wedding? No, not going.
Fuck no.
I mean, but that's, I don't know, that's different. That's like going in, like you said, I'm gonna have Taylor Swift perform, like going to Luca's wedding.
Like, man, a few years ago,
Like it's not like your friends.
we went to somebody's birthday and paid a cover to get in the club.
Are you looking at me? Did I go with?
Yes. we went to Leon Bridges' birthday bash.
Oh, I was just trying to see him perform. It was $10.
It was his birthday.
$10.
it was
So-
your
Yeah.
birthday?
I've gone to those too.
What?
Was it your birthday?
No,
it was
his
okay.
Leon's
Leon
birthday.
Bridges'
Oh,
birthday.
okay.
I have gone to
No te invitó, Leslie.
I have
That's what she
gone
was
to
asking.
birthday parties that were going to be at a club, and then there's a cover charge. I don't really care. It's not like
It's different.
it is. It's not like the
They're
birthday
not
girl or
charging you
boy.
to go to their birthday party.
Right.
I'm having my birthday party here. It's like a destination wedding.
Sure,
If
it's
you
like,
wanna go,
hey,
you know,
I'm getting
whatever.
married in
Yeah.
Cancun.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
this is the resort that we're staying at. They're offering whatever. If you guys can make it great. If
Yeah.
not, I
Yeah.
understand. I feel like a club is similar because
Yeah, it's the
it's
same thing.
not.
Yeah, I'll get pissed, but I'm like, fuck, all right, whatever.
Well, I don't get pissed about the
Not
cover
pissed,
charge.
but
You
it's
get pissed
like,
about
fuck.
having
Like,
to go to a club.
damn,
Agreed.
Whatever.
Agreed. I will agree to that one.
should have got there before 11. Ladies are free.
Ladies are never free.
They used to be.
No, they're always expensive.
Once upon
You're
a
right.
time.
Before 11,
No, there's still places.
Yeah, I
where
go to a lot of
ladies getting
places
free.
free.
I clearly don't go to those places. Don't go anywhere.
yeah, it was so good. Free drinks.
Oh,
you can't
yeah,
even,
yeah.
y'all don't even get that anymore.
Even that's messed up.
No way.
I
Y'all
think
are
that's just-
old.
I think that's.
What
did you say to me?
Y'all
I
used to
just
go.
say, listen to me. I go down 6th Street to get drunk because it's free.
You still do?
Yeah.
Okay,
If
okay.
I'm
Hold
trying
on.
to get drunk,
Hold
I just
on, hold
walk
on.
down and they're like, free shots if you come in. I just go
Yeah,
in, take my
what-
free
what-
shot and take my ass to the next bar.
Then you can call me
Okay.
old because if I drink those shots, nay. I'm not waking up the next day. No.
But I'm pretty sure that's going away, right? Like,
No.
What's
buy-
going away?
Buying
What's
girls,
going away?
Buying girls drinks,
Or
or
when they
like
get upset, I can buy my own fucking drink.
Or-
Fuck
or
you
like-
then, bitch, buy me a drink.
See, and
Yeah,
that's what
or
I'm
like-
saying. We
oh,
take
like
it too far.
a girl
I'll take a free
exactly.
drink.
Well, a girl used to know, like, I don't need to have any money, and I'm gonna go get fucked up and have a good time.
I will agree.
And
I
now,
will agree.
guys are like, the fuck,
I'm
like,
not buying you a drink. You're
I'm not buying you a
independent.
drink.
You're a strong, independent woman.
You
You
buy
buy
me,
damn drink.
you buy me a drink.
It's been a really long time.
It's probably harder, but
All right, last one, and then we're out. We're good on time.
Let's call for alcohol.
And this is going to be a really weird question, but follow me on this one. I was watching TikTok yesterday, as I do. When I got nothing else to do.
Because
got a
I
phone,
do.
you know?
He's out of country.
And this girl was talking about how she just found out that there are other people to whom left and right is just as natural as up and down. Like my perception of left and right is just as good as it is up and down. Is yours?
perception. What do you mean?
I'm not sure. I
You
understand.
know, like if I say up and down, you know it's up and down. If I say left and right, is it that automatic to you?
What?
It's not a trick question.
I feel like it's a trick question.
No.
If I say look left, do you think
So-
about it or do you just
Right.
look
If
left?
I say look up, you look up. There's no question about it.
Uh-huh.
If I say look left, do you think about it?
I
Yeah.
just thought about it.
Yeah.
So maybe.
So it's not. This is fucking weird. It's cool. I like it.
That's what you wanted to end it on?
Everybody's like,
Yeah, because it's
We are
it's
confused.
one of those things that nobody ever thinks about. Because everybody thinks that the way they think is the way everybody thinks.
Well, that interesting. Now I thought about it.
But once she pointed it out, I started thinking, and there are people that I have talked to in my life that I've said it's on your left or turn right or whatever, and they have to think about where
Or
they're
they
what they're
or
gonna do.
they go the wrong way and you say
Yeah,
no,
I
you're
said
left,
left,
or
yeah.
you're
Oh
right.
wait, yeah, I mess up sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
To the right, the other right.
Yes, your other right.
See, that's always like to me up until yesterday. That was a joke. Like, oh, you did that on
No, that
purpose.
was a real thing. That's
Yeah.
always been, I mean, for me,
That's fucking weird.
where personally, if I'm driving, I hate driving, especially with my
Go
husband.
left.
Yes. Yes. I
said
hate driving. I hate driving, especially with my husband, because my husband is a passenger driver. And it gets me even more nervous. Not nervous, but it's just more of like okay, nervous. Sure. But he will be the one to be like, go right. And I'm like, my right or your right? Like, that's a real, yes.
It's the same ride. We're looking the same way.
Look here, passenger driver.
What the fuck's a passenger driver?
They drive from the passenger side where they're like,
backseat drivers.
Yeah.
I call him passenger driver because he's on the passenger side.
I've never heard that before.
Mine
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense. He's on the passenger side and he's driving.
Yeah. It's kind of trippy though. Like
But-
sometimes I have the Google directions or the maps or whatever, and then the voice from the phone says ride on so and so. And I guess I'm just
I look at the
focused on the driving that I don't really. She said left.
map. No, I look at the map where I'm like, where is this thing?
Where's the arrow pointing?
Where is the little?
And then the phone is short of saying, "No, stupid, you're other right."
Your other right.
That rerouting.
Okay, hold
Wait,
on,
what?
because
You
I
said
heard
right.
someone.
Like, no,
I heard someone.
stupid, I said left.
I heard one similar that is where do you have a narrative in your mind, a narrator in your mind?
see, that's-
or
oh,
do
yeah.
you not?
One
Yeah,
thing that
yeah,
I
yeah.
never thought about until I heard that. And I do. And to
I
me,
do too, but-
the thought that people don't is
Don't?
unimagiable. Like, I can't even fathom that ever.
Like it's just
Agreed.
What
I'm
is
like,
it, just fucking blank in
so
your head?
what do you mean? You don't
Like-
talk to yourself? Like, what's going
Yeah,
on
you
there?
have to talk to yourself.
There are
Some
people that
people
it's
don't.
completely blank, and I'm like, I want to meet one of you. Like,
I'm sure you know some.
You're right.
all right. If
Maybe.
that's you, email us.
Please.
Or
Come
comment us.
forward.
We need
Come
to talk
forward.
to you.
Come forward.
Don't be ashamed.
We would like to have you.
We can't all be crazy, right?
What?
Talking to ourselves.
I literally have a sign at work that says, what does it say? Me and the voices in my head are having a meeting. Leave me. If you hear me talking to myself, leave me alone. I'm having a meeting with myself. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
That's fucking weird.
Like how could you
People are
just
weird.
be looking in a certain direction and not be
Not
thinking
thinking about
anything?
But it's not that they're not thinking anything. I don't even know.
I don't
can't
even know.
explain
I
it.
don't- yeah,
I can't explain it.
Yeah, it's like what?
Because it doesn't.
Like, what are you doing?
Yes.
And what does the voice in your head sound like?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? That's a whole nother accent. Done.
Yeah, I don't know.
Done.